Hi guys, my name is Faria. I'm 3 times world champion as black belt. Here is my training partner Phil from New York. I started Jiu-Jitsu in 2001 when I was 14 years in my hometown, Juiz de Fora, Minas Gerais, Brazil, with my teacher Ricardo Marques. And in 2009 I moved to São Paulo, so I moved to Alliance and I started to be teacher. I started to be a student of Faria Guard. And I'm really excited for this DVD because I'm gonna show all my Faria half guard right here. And I started to do the Faria half guard in 2003 when I was blue belt. And I really like half guard because half guard is the type of position that I think everyone can do. I don't consider myself a talented guy. I really do not consider myself talent, but I think because that I think half guard really worked well for me because it is the type of position that you don't need to be talent, you don't need to have a good flexibility. So, for example, if you do spider guard, maybe you have to have good flexibility. If you do butterfly, maybe you have to have a good talent because you have to handle all the situations without grips, sitting up. And the half guard, the only thing you have to do is to stuck one of the legs of your opponent. And this is the half guard. So I'm really excited for this video because I'm showing all my Faria half, and every titles I won in my life was using the Faria half. And here I'm gonna show the Faria sweep as well, that I did maybe in 90% of all my matches. And that's what I'm saying. This half guard is a position that once you really know how to do, doesn't matter your size, doesn't matter how big you are, if you are big, if you are small, doesn't matter if you're strong or if you're not strong, everyone can do. So I'm really happy to have this opportunity right now to be showing all my best moves and everything I did in all these years to get all these titles. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. Guys, in Jiu-Jitsu, in my opinion, it's very important. We always know how to bring my opponent to my favorite position from all situations. So right now, let's imagine Phil got the most, probably one of the worst situations that can happen in Jiu-Jitsu. But I want to be able to bring him to the deep half from the mount. I don't want to like recover some guard to later go to deep half guard, because maybe he's gonna pass my guard again. So I want to bring him straight to the mount from the deep half guard. So what I'm gonna do? I'm here. I'm just gonna control his pants right here with my left hand. Look, I'm just gonna control his pants. My other hand, I'm just gonna control around here. Just block a little bit his hip, right? Probably when I do that, my opponent is gonna still try to go higher in the mount, right? Like this. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make a small bridge and pass my leg under his leg. In the same time I do this hand that was here is gonna pass under his leg as well. And I'm gonna get him the deep half guard. So look guys, in this situation right here, I have my opponent on the mount. So what I wanna do, I want to be able to bring him to the mount to the deep half guard. I think one of the most important points in Jiu-Jitsu is this, is you know how to bring your opponent to your best position from wherever he is. So look guys, in this situation he's on the mount. That can be one of the worst positions for me. But I want to be able to bring him straight to the deep half guard. I don't want to, for example, recover some guard to later go to the deep half guard. I want to go straight to the deep half guard. That's going to make my game much easier. Maybe he just got the mount, but I'm going to bring him to the deep half guard. I'm going to get some sweep. I'm going to stop with some passing guard set up, and I'm going to pass his guard. So I think this is what makes the game really like tight, is when you get to connect your positions really well. So in this situation right here, what I'm gonna do to escape is, instead work a bridge or work the elbow escape, I'm gonna make some my own escape right here, that I go straight to the dip. So one hand I'm gonna control just around here, around his hip. I'm gonna put on his pants right here, over his leg. My left hand I'm gonna control almost in the dip of his pants right here. Almost in the end of his pants, just right here, just like over his shin. And now probably he's gonna try to keep coming higher in the mount, and I'm just gonna block him. Look, I use this hand on his hip to block him as well. And now, even if his weight is low right here, I'm gonna make a small bridge here, and I'm gonna pass my leg under his leg. Looks like the elbow escape. Look. But now, instead, just recover the guard. My right hand, I'm gonna pass under his leg. And I'm gonna get him in the deep half guard. So look guys, in this situation right here, let's imagine my opponent have my side control and I want to escape from here, bring him straight to the deep half guard, right? So guys, the side control is a very bad position for me, and first thing, I don't want to make it get worse, right? So first thing I'm gonna do is to close my buff elbows. I don't want to keep my elbows open. If I keep this elbow open, for example, it's gonna be almost impossible to recover any type of guard right here. So I just want to keep my buff elbows closed. If I can, I'm gonna stay a little. I'm gonna bend my body a little bit as well, just to keep like this elbow on my leg, and this is gonna avoid a chance for him to get the mount, right? Guys, one very important detail: this hand right here, I'm not gonna put on his shoulder. Because if I put my hand here, I give him the chance to work the wrist lock. And even if he doesn't work the wrist lock, when I try to escape right here, look how far I am to get the underhook. Look, I need to do all this move, look. So I'm gonna put my hand on my chest. And also I have my hand on my chest, I'm gonna do the same thing. Because I don't need to do like a bench press to recover the guard. What I'm gonna do is a bridge. So look, I'm gonna work a bridge like this, look. Now I'm just gonna keep my elbow and my forearm up here and hip escape. Now look guys, I'm halfway to get the underhook. When I have my hand on my chest, the underhook is so close to me. Completely different than when my hand is here. Look how far I am to the underhook right now. This difference to this difference, look. So I'm gonna do all the move right now. I have my opponent on my side control right here. I'm gonna keep my left elbow closed. I'm gonna connect with my leg a little bit just to avoid him the chance to get him on. I'm gonna keep my right hand on my chest. Now I'm gonna make a bridge, hip escape, and I'm gonna get this underhook right here. Guys, once I got this underhook, I'm gonna bring him to me a little bit, just a little bit. And now with my right leg, I'm gonna fish his leg right here, look. Once I got his leg, I'm just gonna put him in the half guard, and I'm gonna hold under his another leg. And I have him on deep half guard. So look guys, on this situation right here, let's imagine I have my opponent on my side control. So guys, side control is a very bad position for me, right? But first thing, I don't want it to get worse. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep my buff elbows closed, right? Just do not give him the chance to open this elbow or to involve this arm. And another thing, I'm gonna try to bend my body a little bit, look. When I'm like this, I have all this space right here for him to slide his knee and get him on. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit like this, look. And I'm gonna avoid him a big chance to get the mount, right? Second detail right here, that probably is the most important detail of the position, is my opponent is on my side control. I'm not gonna put my hand on his shoulder right here. First, because if I put my hand here, I can give him a chance to work the wrist lock. And second, because even if he doesn't do the wrist lock, look how far I am to get under hook. I'm gonna make the bridge, hip escape. Now I have to do all this move right here to get under the hook. Look how far I am. So what I'm gonna do, instead of putting my hand on his shoulder, I'm gonna put my hand on my chest. And now, when I make the bridge, I'm gonna just keep my forearm and my elbow up right here and hip escape. And now, my hand is like halfway to get under the hook. Look, I just need to do like this to get under the hook. Much easier than if my hand was here. If my hand was here, I would need to do all this move. And with my hand on my chest, my hand is already halfway, and I just open and get his body. So now let's do all the move, guys. And guys, just one more point. Remember that to escape the side control, I'm not gonna use like a bench press right here. I'm just gonna make a bridge. The secret is all on the bridge. So look, he's on my side control. I'm gonna make a bridge, hip escape. I'm gonna get this underhook here. And now look guys, I'm just gonna bring him a little bit to me, and I'm gonna fish his leg with my right leg. Once I fish his leg, I'm gonna bring him to the half guard, and I'm gonna hold under his leg here. Now I'm able to put him on the deep half guard. So look guys, in this situation right here, let's imagine my opponent got my back, right? I don't know what's worse, if you get the mount or if you get the back. But we always have to be able to bring him to our best position from all situations, right? So here, he's on my back, and I'm gonna escape from the back and bring him straight to the deep half guard. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start doing the same way that you used to do to escape from the back. So I'm just going to control like behind his triceps and his wrist, right? In case of his head is like tied on my shoulder here, I'm just going to push his head a little bit low to me, just make sure my head can place where his head was. And now I'm going to go to this side right here. That is the side that he's supposed to do not choke me. Once I come here, I'm gonna put the top of my head on the mat, and I'm gonna make a bridge. Just get out of this hook. I'm gonna make the bridge like this. And now look guys, my left hand is just gonna control his knee. And guys, be sure to, if you guys feel that this seatbelt is bothering you, try to break the seatbelt. Look, just slide your back here over his hand. Now, what I'm gonna do, probably he's gonna try to come up. So look, I already closed him the half guard here. I'm gonna control his knee. He's trying to come up, tries to come up, and I just pass my hand under his leg, and I get him the deep half guard. So let's see again. I'm just gonna work here the basic way to escape. I'm gonna control his triceps. I'm gonna control his wrist. If his head is tied on my shoulder, I have to take it out. Because if not, I'm gonna come to this side right here, and I'm not gonna be able to escape. Look, just because his head is here. So with my left hand, I'm gonna push his head, and I'm gonna place my head where was his head. So I'm just gonna do like this. And now he cannot put his head here anymore. So now I'm ready to escape. And remember guys, I'm coming to the good side to escape. If I go to the other side, I'm gonna choke myself. In this side right here, he doesn't have choke once I put my head here, where was his head. Now I'm gonna start to hip escape and make a bridge, just to get out from this hook. Be sure to try to break the seatbelt as well, if you feel the seatbelt is bothering you. So look, same time I'm gonna get out from the hook, I'm gonna break the seatbelt. Now if he tries to come up, I'm just gonna block his knee and place my hand under his leg, look. And I'm gonna get him in the deep half guard. Guys, now let's imagine the situation that my opponent is about to get my back, right? He has one hook and he has myself here in the wrong side, the side that he can choke me, right? And he's about to try to put the another hook, right? So look guys, I have to try to escape from here as fast as possible. If I stop right here, probably or he's gonna get the hooks, or he's gonna get the choke, or he's gonna get both. So I have to try to escape from here as fast as possible. And once again, I don't want only escape. I want to escape, bringing him to the deep half guard, right? So look guys, what I'm gonna do, first thing, my right hand is gonna come to behind his triceps, just to be sure that I'm bothering his choke. Now I'm gonna bring my leg to me and keep this elbow closer, just to avoid him to put another hook, right? And guys, now I'm just gonna start to roll with him. So look, I'm gonna roll to that direction. So I'm here, I'm gonna start to roll. Roll, roll, roll. And when I stop here, I'm gonna try to put my hand under his leg. And recover the half guard, stopping on the deep half guard. So look guys, in this situation right here, my opponent he's just about to get my back, right? He has one hook. He's about to put another one, and at the same time he has a seat belt here, he's close to my lapel. So this is a situation that can be even more dangerous than if he get him on or if he get my back. Because in the same time that I have to worry about the hook, I have to worry about my neck, I have to worry about escape. So what I want to do is, I want to escape from here, but even this being like a very bad situation, I want to escape from here, bringing him to the deep half guard, right? So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna try to avoid the choke. So my right hand is gonna get his triceps right here, and I'm gonna bring his triceps to me, just to be sure he cannot get just be sure that I'm gonna bother him to attack my neck. Now my left hand, I'm just gonna use it to avoid the hook. So I'm gonna bend my leg and avoid this hook coming here, right? Now, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start to roll right here to try to escape from this situation. So I'm gonna roll this way right here. Roll, roll, roll. And now once I'm here, I'm gonna try to put my right hand under his leg. So I can even control his knee with this hand. And I'm gonna pass this hand under and stop on the deep half. Okay guys, so what you're gonna do right here in this situation is I'm gonna find a way right here to bring my opponent to the deep half guard from the close guard. So I think Jiu-Jitsu, this is one very important point. We always should know ways to bring my opponent for my best position from all situations. So right now, Phil is on my close guard and I want to bring him to the deep half guard from the close guard. So he's gonna stand up to try to pass my guard and I'm just gonna make a grip here. I like to make this grip because I like to attack the omoplata as well. So I like to make the opposite grip. But if you, the grip is not the most important point. So if I want, I can even control like his parallel arm as well. It's not gonna make a big difference. But in this case, I like to attack omoplata as well. So I'm just gonna keep this grip. Once he stand up to try to pass my guard, before he open my guard, I'm gonna fake him that I'm gonna go to some de la riva. So I'm just gonna open my guard, make the hooks, and stay right here. Now I'm gonna sit up. When I sit up, looks like that I'm gonna come here, look, to try to grab his sleeve or his lapel to take him down. But what I'm gonna do is completely the opposite. Look, I'm right here. I'm gonna sit up, and I'm gonna hold his leg with this arm. Once I got his leg, I'm just gonna find his lapel. I'm gonna open and get it, and I'm gonna make this grip. And right now, all I need to do is just put my back on the mat, and he's gonna come together with me. And I have the deep half guard from the close guard. So look guys, in this situation right here, we are going to see how to bring my opponent to the deep half guard from the close guard. So one very important point in Jiu-Jitsu, in my opinion, is always to know how to bring your opponent to your best positions from all situations. So in this situation right here, I have my opponent in the close guard and I want to bring him to the deep half guard. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make some grip on him. I like to do the opposite grip because I like to attack omoplata as well. So here I have the chance to do the omoplata or to bring him to the deep half guard. But if I want, I can control the regular one as well. It's not going to make a big difference, right? Now, so I'm just going to control his sleeve and probably he's going to stand up to try to pass my guard. Once he stand up, I'm going to open my guard and I'm going to fake him. I'm going to do some omoplata. So I just open my guard before he try to open. I set up the hooks and I stop right here. Now I'm going to sit up. So when I sit up, looks like I'm going to sit up on this way right here to get his sleeve or his lapel to try to sweep him. But I'm going to do completely the opposite. Look, I'm just going to sit up like this, using this arm. Once I have this arm right here, I'm going to find his lapel and I'm going to give this lapel to this hand, right? Guys, now all I need to do is just put my back on the mat and he's going to come together here. And I have him in the deep half guard. So look guys, in this situation right here, my opponent is going to stand up to try to pass my guard and I'm going to try to bring him to the deep half guard. But right now when I came here, I'm going to get his lapel, my opponent is going to try to go to my back. So look guys, if I don't do nothing right here, he's going to get my back, look. Cool. He's going to put both hooks and he's going to get my back right here, right? So what you're going to do is, Once I have his leg right here, and I feel he's trying to go to my back right there, I'm just gonna get the lapel under his leg. And now when he starts to run to my back, run, I'm just gonna follow him, and I'm gonna end up on top of him, just because I got this lapel. Right, so let's see one more. So look guys, in this situation, I'm gonna try to bring my opponent to the deep halfway from the close guard. And what's gonna happen is, he's gonna stand up, I'm gonna set up the position, I'm gonna sit up, get his lapel, and I'm ready to bring him to the deep halfway. But right now, instead of bringing him to the deep halfway, he's gonna try to take my back. So once he's coming here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get his lapel under his leg, right? And now I'm gonna let him try. Look, he's gonna try, and I'm just gonna follow him, just because I have this lapel right here under his leg. Once I have this lapel, he cannot go to my back anymore. So I'm just gonna move my head up and stop on this position. Guys, I'm in the close guard. My opponent's gonna stand up to try to pass my guard, and I'm gonna bring him to the deep half guard. So I'm gonna open my guard here, fake Sam de la Riva, sit up, get his lapel. But guys, now in this situation, he felt I would bring him to the deep half guard, just like putting my back on the mat. And what he's gonna do, he's gonna try to make a back step with his left leg. If I don't do nothing, he's gonna get it, look, and he's gonna get my reverse half guard here, maybe he's gonna cross his knee, pass my guard, he's gonna make the position really bad to me. So just come back again. So what I'm gonna do, look guys, I'm ready to bring him to the deep half guard. So nothing can bother me right here anymore. So if I feel he's trying to go to reverse half guard, I'm just gonna place my hand on the mat and stand up this hook. I'm gonna block him, look, he cannot jump over this hook. Now I just put my back on the mat and bring him to me. And I have him in the deep half guard again. So look guys, in this situation, I'm in the close guard and my opponent's gonna try to stand up to pass my guard. So I'm gonna set up my way to bring him to the deep. So I'm gonna open my guard, fake him Sam de la Riva guard, sit up, hold his leg, get his lapel. But now he felt I would just put my back on the mat and bring him to the deep, and he's gonna try to go to the reverse half guard. And look guys, if I don't do nothing right here, he's just gonna jump and he's gonna get it. And he can even like put his knee straight to the mat and he's gonna be almost passing my guard, right? So what I'm gonna do, I have his lapel, I'm sitting up right here and I'm just about to bring him to the deep half guard. If I feel he's trying to jump there, I'm just gonna put my hand on the mat and work this hook right here, look. And he cannot jump my hook anymore. Once I did that, I'm just gonna lay down and bring him to me. And I'm gonna get him in the deep half guard. So, just see again. I'm right here, I'm holding his leg. He's gonna try to jump my hook. I just put my hand on the mat and I stop him. Now I put my back on the mat and I have him on the deep half guard. So look guys, right now I have my opponent in the close guard and I'm gonna try to bring him to the deep halfway from the close guard. So he's gonna stand up, gonna open my guard, fake some de la riva, sit up and get the lapel. Guys, once I got this lapel, I just need to put my back on the mat and he's gonna come together with me to the deep halfway. But one thing that I really have to watch out right here is to get this lapel tight and use like my elbow against his knee, right? If not, for example, if I just get his lapel like this and I let his knee free, he can cross his knee right here and pass my guard. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be sure to get this lapel like really tight and my elbow is gonna come here against his knee. Look, and now if he tries to cross this knee, my elbow is gonna block him. Now all I need to do is just move my body a little bit and have him in the deep halfway. So look guys, this situation I have my opponent in the close guard and I'm gonna try to bring him to the deep halfway from the close guard. So now what's gonna happen, he's gonna stand up, I'm gonna open my close guard, fake him some de la riva guard, sit up and hold his lapel. Guys, every time I come here, one thing that I really have to watch out is to get this lapel like tied here. Just to have like my elbow against his knee. Because if I got this lapel like really soft right here, for example, his knee is gonna be free, look. So he can even like cross his knee right here and pass my guard. So every time I come here, I have to get the lapel like tight. And my elbow is gonna fight against his knee right here. And right now, if he tries to cross his knee, look, my elbow blocks him. And now, all I need to do is just move my body a little bit and get him in the deep halfway. So guys, in this situation right here, my opponent got the regular half guard here and he was making a lot of pressure. This position I can use sometimes when I'm not feeling that confident to work some half guard right here. Maybe I felt my opponent with very good passing. Or let's imagine you are the type of guy who doesn't do half guard really well. So you just want to try to get out from here and recover the guard or make some another attack. But you want to do that as fast as possible because you are not comfortable in that position. The guy has the half guard here, he's making pressure, and you know that his next step is going to be like pass or guard. So what I'm going to do, it's very simple. I'm just going to make as strong as possible one bridge right here. My bridge is going to come in this way, look. So I can even get a sweep on him, just make some bridge like this, look. But probably when I make a bridge right here, my opponent is going to open his base. So look what's going to happen. I'm right here. In just one time, I'm going to open everything. I'm going to open half and I'm going to make as strong as possible one bridge. So I'm going to do like this. Look what's happened. He has to open his base. If not, he's going to be swept. So in this space right here, I'm going to use to recover the guard and bring him to the close guard. So I was on half guard and now I'm in the close guard. And I was not able to work really well on half guard, or maybe you are the type of guy who doesn't like to work so much on half guard. So I'm gonna get to bring him to the close guard. So guys, in this situation right here, I have my opponent in the regular half guard right here, right? And let's imagine the situation that he's making a lot of pressure right here and I was not confident to work in the half guard right here. So I was not confident to try to go to Faria half. Maybe because I already fought against him and I knew he would know how to pass half guard really well. or maybe because I was not being able to put my hand between his legs, or maybe, let's imagine you are the type of guy who doesn't feel that comfortable on half guard. So I have an option here that's like a very easy and simple option, and I can use every time. Even if I want to do half guard like during the match, but I can use this one right here just to decrease the pressure. So what I'm gonna do, let's imagine Phil is here, right? He has his shoulder on my face. I'm just gonna open everything and try to make some bridge here. Imagine I wanna sweep him. So I'm just gonna do like this, look. So if my open doesn't open his base here, I'm gonna even get a sweep, look. But what's gonna happen when I try to make the bridge, I'm gonna try to make the bridge as strong as possible. So probably to not be swept, he's gonna open his leg. So look, I'm here, I'm gonna open my hands, I'm gonna connect my hands, put my both feet on the mat and make strong bridge as possible. He's gonna open his base and put his knee on the mat. But look this space right here. Is space enough for me bring my knee in and recover the guard. Guys, in this situation right here, I have my open in the regular half guard, and I'm gonna make a bridge right here to try to escape to the half guard, to try to get out from half guard, but at the same time, I'm gonna connect some attack for it. So I can even consider like that my attack is coming from half guard, because it's gonna be all connected. So I felt my opponent with a good pressure right here, right? And I want to try to get out from here as fast as possible. So what I'm gonna do, I had my both hands connected, I'm just gonna open, and now I'm gonna make a bridge as strong as possible right here. So I'm gonna make the bridge, and probably he's gonna make a base right here, open his knee. Once he did that, I just bring this knee up, and I'm gonna try to escape my hip here, stretch my body here. Once I did that, I'm gonna grab my shin, bring my shin to me, and I'm gonna connect to an omoplata here. When I have the omoplata, I'm gonna hip escape, get his belt, get his pants, bring him to me, just to be sure that his body is gonna be like laying down. I'm gonna come up, control his lapel, and get the submission. So look guys, I have my open in the half guard, and I'm gonna use some bridge here to get out from the half guard, and at the same time connect some attack, some submission. So let's imagine my opponent has a very good pressure right here, and I want to try to get out from here as fast as possible. I'm not feeling comfortable with this pressure. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna open my hands here in case of my hands are connected, and I'm gonna make the bridge as strong as possible right here. When I make this bridge, probably he's gonna open his base like that. Look, he's gonna put his knee on the mat, so I cannot sweep him to that side. What I'm gonna do with this space here, I'm gonna bring my knee, and I'm gonna start stretch my body here. My hand comes to my shin like this, look, but palm up. It's a good detail. I'm gonna bring my shin to me, and I'm gonna go to the omoplata. Once I got the omoplata, I close the omoplata, and I'm gonna control his belt and his pants. Just to be sure he's not gonna be able to roll. Try to roll him. He can't. Now I just bring him to me and hip escape right here. And his body is gonna go to the mat. He's gonna be like laying down on the mat. Now I just come up, get his armpit, get his lapel under his armpit, and make him tap. So guys, let's imagine this situation right here. My opponent got my half guard and he put his shoulder on my face. He changed his base right here, so I have no way to recover for other type of guard. So I have to play half guard, right? I have no other way to escape from here to go to another situation. So for who is not used to do half guard, this position can mean like really bad because he has his shoulder on my face. He's about to start some passing and there is like pressure here on my face. But for who is used to do half guard, this position can be even good. So what we have to do right here to make this position good is, first step, I'm going to control his knee. I'm going to control his pants right here over his knee. When I do that, I avoid him to open this arm. So look, if he gets to open this arm right here, I have nothing to do with this arm. So that's really bad for me. So first thing, I'm just going to control his pants. So now I have the guarantee that my arm is going to be right here. He's going to try to open and he can't, right? Now, second thing, I'm going to put my left hand that I'm not using for nothing between his legs. But look, if I try to put my hand here between his legs, I can't. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring him a little bit to me, look. I move his weight to that side. When I do that, I open some space right here to put my hand between his legs. Guys, when I'm in this position right here, this position is already much better for me. Because if you try to get him on, I have my hand between his legs. It's going to be hard for him to get him on. So this position is already much better. And now I'm going to try to go to the deep half guard. But I'm not going to get to go all the way down because he has his base changer here. So I'm going to stop at the position that I call Faria half. It's like between the half guard and the deep half guard. It's almost like a half deep half guard. It's the one I call Faria half. So what I'm going to do, I have my hand between his legs. I have the control of his knee, and now I'm going to start to walk with him. Look, walk, walk, walk. Always imagine I want to bring him to the deep half guard. But as he has his base changed, I was not able to bring him to deep half guard, and I'm going to stop here at the Faria half. So guys, let's imagine this situation right here when my opponent got the half guard, and he got to put like his shoulder on my face right here. He's making pressure. He changed his base. And he's on top right here on the traditional half guard, right? So look guys, when my opponent have a good base right here and he changes his base, he does everything's right, I have no option right here instead play half guard, right? So I have to work on half guard right here. So what I'm gonna do right here is, first thing I should do is to control his pants right here over his knee. Because once I have this control, I have the guarantee that my arm is gonna be right here. I don't want my opponent open this arm right here, look. If my opponent open this arm, I'm not going to use this arm for nothing, and it's going to be one more step for him passing my half guard. So first thing, I'm going to control his pants right here over his knee. Second thing, I have to use my left arm for something as well. Look, my left arm right here, I'm not using for nothing. So my goal is to put my left hand between his legs. So how am I going to do it? If I try to do it from here, I can't, look. So I'm just going to bring him a little bit to me, look, just like that. And I'm going to open some space right here, enough to pass my hand between his legs. Once I got it, I'm just going to stay right here, and this position is already much better for me than before. Right here is very hard for him to get the mount, to cross his knee, just because my hand is between his legs. Now I'm going to go to the position that I call as Faria half. This is like between the half guard and the deep half guard. It's almost like a half deep half guard. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start to walk with him right here. Imagine I want to bring him to the deep half guard. But as he's going to stay with his base change like that, I'm not going to be able to bring him to the deep half guard. So look what's going to happen. And I'm going to stop right here, look. This is the one I call Faria half. It's like between half guard and deep half guard. And from this position, I have much more options to attack him, and it's much harder for him to pass my guard. Guys, the position I'm gonna work right here, right now, is not really like a position. It's more like a posture than a position. So what I'm gonna do is, every time I fight against someone that I feel the guy is really aggressive, really strong, has many attacks on top on deep halfer, I'm not gonna stay flat like this. If I stay flat like this, maybe even before I start to set up the position, he can try some kimura, he can try some choke right here. He can even try just to push my lapel down against my neck right here if he's on the other hand, just bother me here. So he can do many options right here, right? Just to bother me, or maybe even to get some submission or to make easier to pass my guard. So every time I feel my opponent is really aggressive, I'm gonna change my posture a little bit. I'm gonna go even more deep on him. So I'm gonna hip escape a little bit right here, and I'm gonna stay like really deep right here. Look, like that. When I'm right here, it's so far for him to get some kimura or something. Look, he's gonna try some kimura, he can. And it's very easy for me to bump into that way, to work a Turkish stand-up or something. And guys, once again, if he tries to go to the other side, I just block his leg from here. Look, I can still block his leg, right? So this is just a different posture on deep halfer that I can still doing everything I want. So I can work the Faria sweep from here. I just put my back on the mat and make a bridge. I can work the Turkish stand-up, right? I can block his leg. I can do everything I want. And I'm gonna be more safe. So I'm gonna use that against that type of opponents that's really aggressive, right? So I'm just gonna stay here. If I feel he's trying to go to another side, I control his leg. Tries to go to another side, control his leg, right? If I want do the Faria sweep, I get his lapel. If I do the Turkish stand-up, I come from here, and I'm gonna stay with this posture. So look guys, this position I'm gonna use right now is one posture, right? So let's imagine fighting against that type of guys that they are really fast and they don't stop to move. They are moving all the way down. And even on deep halfer, they find ways to move and they are all over. So what I'm gonna do is, once I got a deep halfer, I'm not gonna stay with a normal posture, right? I'm gonna make a different control right here. Look, I'm gonna control his leg right here to avoid him to go to the reverse half guard. But I'm not gonna do only this. I'm gonna get his opposite lapel as well. And I'm gonna control his lapel. Guys, once I got his lapel, he cannot go to the reverse half guard anymore. Look. And even if he put his knee on the ground right here, I'm just gonna close my elbow there to not give him the chance to get the underhook on my arm right there. Let's try to get the underhook under my elbow. It's gonna be hard for him because my elbow is really closing. But from here I can change for many type of positions as well. For example, if I felt my opponent put his knee on the mat and he's about to get my underhook here, and he got my elbow open, I'm just gonna change to the Turkish stand-up from here, right? So I was here, and I have his lapel, and now he's flat. Guys, from this posture, I can work a lot of stuff as well. I can bring him to the waiter sweep. I can work the throw in the trush. And most important point, I'm gonna get to stop him better. Because I have his lapel, he cannot go to reverse half guard. One of his only options is gonna be this one, to put the knee on the mat. And if I feel that's being dangerous for me, I just change and hold his leg. Guys, this position right here, I used to say that is the most basic sweep on deep half guard. So this is a very good one for who is starting to do deep half guard. So who is starting to do deep half guard, so like handle lapels right here, maybe it can be a little bit complicated. So this one is the most simple one. And it works a lot for no gi as well, that even no gi, as it's slippery, it can work even easier. So what I'm gonna do right here is, I just got a few on my deep halfer, and I'm gonna hold his leg right here. Just gonna hold his leg with my buff hands. Now I'm gonna start to walk to this way. So I'm just gonna do like this, look. My goal is just to put him sitting down and keep his legs straight. Once I walk to this side, I'm gonna move all the way down to the other side. So look guys, I'm gonna walk here, and now in just one time, I'm gonna walk to that side. Not like really walk, I'm gonna kind of like just turn to him. So I'm just gonna do like this, look. And I'm gonna come on top. So let's see again. I have him on deep half guard. This is probably the most basic sweep we have on deep half guard. So this is a very good one for who is starting to do deep half guard. And it works a lot for no gi as well, because it's slippery, so it can be even easier. So what you're gonna do is, once I got a deep half guard, I'm just gonna hold his leg, just like this. Once I hold his leg right here, I'm just gonna start to walk with him right here, just to be sure that he's sitting down over his leg. And now, in just one time, I'm gonna turn to him. So I'm just gonna do like this, look. And I'm gonna come on top. So guys, let's imagine the situation right here, that my opponent is on my half guard, like the traditional half guard, right? And he has his shoulder on my face right here. He has his base changing, and he's about to start some passing, right? So what I should do right here is, first thing, I should grab his pants right here over his knee. Just why, if I don't use this arm right here, if I let my arm just like free like that, I'm not gonna be using my arm for nothing. And he can start to open my arm, and once he open my arm here, my arm's gonna be, I'm not gonna be able to use it anymore. So first thing I should do, just grab his pants over his knee right here. Now if he try to open this arm, he can't, because I got his pants. Second thing, I cannot let this arm free as well. I have to use it for something. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to put it between his legs. But look guys, if I try to put my arm between his legs right here, I can't. So I'm just gonna bring him a little bit to me, look, just like that. Once I did that, I'm gonna open space right here to put my arm between his legs. I got it. Now I'm gonna try to bring him to the position that I call Faria half. It's like between half guard and deep half guard. So look, I'm gonna imagine I wanna bring him to the deep half guard, but he's gonna keep his base changing, so I'm not gonna be able to go all the way down to the deep half guard. So look what's gonna happen. I'm gonna start to walk with him until I come in this situation. Look, this is not deep half guard, but it's not half guard as well. So this one is the one I call Faria half. That's like a half deep half guard. Guys, once I'm here, I'm gonna start to work his lapels. So look, I'm just gonna try to open his lapel right here, and he's still holding my hand and making pressure over my face, right? He's still right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open his lapel, give it to my left hand, take it again with my right hand under his leg, right? Guys, once I'm here, looks like I'm ready to sweep him. But there is one more step I have to do. That is the hardest step of the position. Once I got his lapel and I'm on this situation, I have to try to put the same arm that was out of his legs in the beginning, I have to try to put out of his leg again. So look, this arm is between his legs. What I'm gonna do, just gonna put my elbow on the mat, and I have to try to put my arm out of his leg. So I'm just gonna bring him to me again, and it's gonna open some space right there. I pass my arm and control his pants. Now guys, he's gonna think the position is really good for him. He's gonna hold my head here, make pressure, and he thinks the position is working really well for him. What I'm gonna do, I just open halfway, put my butt feet on the mat, and at the same time I make a bridge. Look. I drive his legs, come up, and stop on his side control. So look guys, I'm just gonna get my opponent in the Faria half. So grab his pants, I put my hand between his legs, I brought him to me, I tried to go to the deep halfway, I didn't get it because he has changed ways, and I started from here, right? From here, I'm gonna start to work the sweep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to open his lapel. So, just gonna open his lapel, give it to the other hand. Once I got it to the other hand, I'm gonna take it again, under his leg. I have control. Guys, when I'm in this situation, it looks like I already have the sweep, the one I call Faria sweep. But I need one more thing right here, that is the hardest part. This arm right here, I have to put out of his leg. If not, I don't have angle to sweep him, look. If I try to sweep him from here, maybe I can even get it, but it's gonna be hard for me to come up, look. I'm gonna try to come up, I can't. So what I have to do is, I'm just gonna bring him to me a little bit. I can even change the half here. I'm gonna bring him to me a little bit, and I'm gonna pass my arm out of his leg. Once I got it, I'm gonna control his pants again, and I'm just gonna keep this control, right? Now I'm ready to sweep him, guys. Now it doesn't matter what my opponent does. Look, he can put his shoulder on my face, he can make as much pressure as he wants, he can try to come to the deep halfway. He's not gonna be able, look, try to come to the deep halfway. He can't. What I'm gonna do, I just put my butt feet on the mat, make a bridge, drive his legs there, and come up and stop on his side control. Guys, now let's imagine the situation that my opponent got my half guard, but he knew that I would want to go to the Faria half or to the deep half guard, and he closed his legs as a triangle right here, look. So what's happened when he does that is, I'm gonna try to grab his pants here, I can even get it, but it's hard for me to put my hand between his legs, right? So what I'm gonna do, with my right foot, I'm gonna reach his leg right there. Right? Once I did that, I'm just gonna open his triangle, look. Just open. Once I did that, it's gonna have more space for me to put my hand between his legs. Look, I'm gonna get the space I was missing. And now, I'm just gonna work again to bring him to the Faria half and to work the Faria sweep. So I'm gonna open his lapel, give it to another hand, take it again another, pass my hand out of his legs, control his pants, make the bridge, and sweep. So guys, let's imagine the situation that right now my opponent got my half guard, but he knew that I would want to go to the deep half guard or to the Faria half guard, and he closed his leg as a triangle right here, right? Once my opponent does that, it's gonna be hard for me to put my hand between his legs. So look, it's possible for me to grab his pants, but it's hard for me to put this hand between his legs, right? So what I should do first is to open his triangle. So what I'm gonna do, with my right foot, I'm just gonna reach his leg, look. And now I'm just gonna open his triangle. Look, he has a triangle locked, I'm just gonna open it. Once I open, I create some space between his legs that's gonna be space enough for me to put my hand there. And now, it's gonna be easy for me to bring him to the Faria half. So, I'm just gonna start to walk with him. Stop here. Open his lapel, get his lapel, control under, pass my hand out of his legs, put the both feet on the mat, make a bridge, and finish the sweep. Guys, now let's imagine the situation that my opponent got the regular half guard here, but instead try to pass like Gary the Mont or crossing the knee, he just start to move back right here a little bit and put his another knee on my way and grab my pants and start to take out this leg right here. Look guys. Guys, if I don't do nothing right here, probably he's gonna get to pass my guard, right? So what I have to do is, I didn't even have time to put my left hand between his legs and set up all my position, bring him to Faria half. In this situation, he started passing before I start to do anything. So what I'm gonna do, with my right hand, I'm gonna control right here as deep as possible on his pants. Look, with this grip right here. Looks like even the illegal grip, but it's not. I'm controlling like over his pants right here, not inside his pants. And now when he tries to take out this leg, I'm just gonna try to make some bridge here and post my forearm on the mat and come up. So just look again. He's trying to take out his leg. He's gonna try. Just one time, I just turn the knee and post my forearm on the mat. So basically the only thing I have to do is turn the knee. And even if he gets to take out his leg, take out your leg. It's gonna be hard for him to stable the position, because look, I have this grip. Try to stable, Phil. It's much easier for me to turn the knee and put this arm on the mat than for him to stable on the side control. So guys, on this situation right here, let's imagine that my opponent just got my half guard, and he's gonna try to pass my half guard at some different way right here, using his another leg, and he's gonna start to do that even before I set up my position. So look, even before I grab his knee and put my hand between his legs, he's gonna get on this position. Maybe he can get this position with his hand on my knees, or even like under my pants. But let's work right here with the hand on my knee. That's gonna be easier just to teach. So look, once he get it here, what I'm gonna do is, if I wait him here, probably he's gonna pass my guard. Look, his foot is about to get out. So, just come back. I'm gonna control his pants right here, in the end of his pants. Look, I have to control right here, with this grip. Like a, like a punch grip, not like this, right? I'm gonna control like this. In the way I can keep my arm straight. Now when I feel that he's trying to take his foot out, I'm just gonna follow him, look. And I'm gonna turn the knee, putting my forearm on the mat. So just look again. Look guys, once I have this grip, it's gonna be hard for him to stop on my side control. So look, even if he take out his leg, when he tries to stop here, it's much easier for me to turn the knee, putting my forearm on the mat, than for him to stop on side control right here. And I'm gonna come up. Right, so once again, I'm here, he's trying to take out his leg, I'm just gonna follow him, straighten my arm, and come up. So look guys, we are in the half guard again, and we're gonna work the same way to go to the Faria half, but now instead he stopped at Faria half, he knew I won that, and he's gonna come to the deep half guard. So look, I'm here, I'm gonna control his pants, I'm gonna control his knee, I'm gonna bring him to me a little bit, I'm gonna put my hand between his legs, and now when I start to walk to go to the Faria half, that's like a half deep half guard, he knew I want to work from there, and he's going to come to the deep half guard. So look, I'm going to start to walk from here, and he's going to come to the deep half guard. Also in the deep half guard, once again, I'm going to play the Faria sweep. So I'm just going to open his lapel, give to my left hand, take with my right hand again, and now it's even easier to sweep, because instead, put my arm out, I don't need to do that because he is with his knee on the mat. So I'm just going to control around here, or on his belt, or on his pants, at some place right here. And I'm going to make a bridge and come up in the same way. And I'm going to stop right here. So look guys, now my opener is going to start here in the half guard again. And I'm going to try to bring him to the Faria half once again. But now he knew I would want to work on Faria half, and he's gonna come to the deep half guard. So look, I'm gonna do the same thing, same way to go to Faria half. I'm gonna control his knee. I'm gonna put my hand between his legs. I'm gonna start to walk with him right here. But now instead he stopped at Faria half, at the deep half guard. He's gonna come to the deep half guard, the regular deep half guard, right? Also I'm here guys, I'm gonna do the same thing to sweep him. I'm gonna work the Faria sweep. So I'm here, I'm just gonna open his lapel, give to my left hand, take it again under his leg. I'm gonna control his hip, and guys, just pay attention about one detail right here. I'm gonna control his hip around here. Can be on his belt, on his pants, doesn't matter. I just have to control around this area. And now I'm gonna use this elbow right here over his ankle as well. In case of he try to do not be sweep, I can help with this elbow right here. So look, I'm just gonna put my butt feet on the mat as we did before, make a bridge, and I'm gonna point my elbow down like this. So he cannot move his right leg anymore. And I'm just gonna come up and finish the sweep. Guys, one very important point right here about the position is the most important point to get a sweep is to work a bridge right here. I'm not gonna do like this, look. I'm gonna make a bridge. Same bridge you use to escape from the mount, I'm gonna use from here. So look, I'm here, I just make a bridge and come up. So look guys, right now we are here deep half guard, right? And let's imagine I'm gonna start to set up the Faria sweep. So I'm gonna open his lapel, I'm gonna give to this hand, and I'm gonna control his hip again. And guys, always when I'm setting up the Faria sweep, I always have to remember that in this time right here that I'm giving the lapel, maybe my opponent can try to walk to the other side, to the reverse half guard. So I always have to use this hand right here on his leg to block his leg, right? So that's the fight. Look, when I'm open his lapel right here, he can try to go there and I have to give up everything and block his leg, right? Once I block his leg one time, two times, probably he's gonna give up to go to the reverse half guard. So it's the time I'm gonna use to get the lapel and set up the deep half guard, right? So now look guys. My opponent, he knows I want to do the Faria sweep, so he's going to grab my knee right here. And that's going to bother him to make the bridge and to come up. So what I'm going to do, I come with my foot here, I'm going to put my foot in between, and now I'm just going to straighten my leg, break his grip, and make the bridge and work the sweep. If my opponent controls my another knee, I'm going to do the same thing. Look, I'm right here, I just put my foot against his arm, I kick it, I broke his grip, I make the bridge, and I finish the sweep. So look guys, I'm on deep half guard, right? And always when I'm on deep half guard, I have to worry about my opponent go to the reverse half guard. So if he tries to go to reverse half guard, normally he's going to try to make some grip on my knee and try to go to the other side. So what I'm going to do, I just put my hand on his leg and I block him, right? Once I did that, I'm going to start to work the lapel right here to work the Faria sweep. But look guys, if during this time he tried to go there again, I'm going to give up everything and block his leg again, right? Guys, normally when I do that like 1, 2, 3 times, he's going to give up about going to the reverse half guard and he's going to try to work something from here. Maybe just keeping the grip of my leg, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to work the grip here on his lapel, control around here as we saw before. But now if I try to make the sweep, he can bother me. Look, he has this grip. So what I'm going to do, just going to put my foot on his way. And now I'm just going to straighten my leg, make the bridge, and sweep, right? If he make a grip in my other knee, I'm going to do the same thing. I just put my foot there, I kick his hand, break his grip, and at the same time, feet on the mat, bridge, and come up. Finishing the sweep. So look guys, I got the dip halfer, right? And I'm gonna set up my position right here, the Faria sweep. So I'm gonna get his lapel. Always remember that in case of he tries to go to the other side, I'm gonna give up everything and block his leg. That's really important, right? And now I'm just gonna control his lapel right here under his leg and control around his hip. But look what's going on right now, guys. He's making some grip on my leg at some point that my foot cannot come here to break his grip, right? And this grip is bothering me to sweep him. Look, he's getting my leg and I can't put my foot on the mat to make the bridge, so it's really bothering me. So what I'm gonna do is, I have to figure out some way to break this grip. And the way will be, I'm gonna hold his arm right here with my buff arms. So I'm not controlling his lapel anymore, I'm just gonna control his arm. Once I come here, I'm gonna stretch my leg down and he's gonna miss his grip. Now, I'm just gonna pass my hand under his leg and he's gonna steal with the other hook. Probably he's gonna like this other hook right here. It's gonna feel good for him. So I'm just gonna pass my hand under his leg and get the lapel as tight as possible. Now I'm gonna control his hip. I'm gonna put my buff feet on the mat and make the grip. And finish the sweep. Guys, just one more thing right here. Always when you get the lapel, be sure to get a good amount of lapel right here. Don't grab the lapel like so soft like this, and don't grab so deep as well. Grab at some point that you feel it's deep enough to bother him to keep his balance when you make the sweep. So we are here. I'm gonna put my butt feet on the mat, make a bridge, and look how the lapel has a good control of his leg. If my lapel was like this, for example, he would get to put like his knee on the mat. So look, he could pass my guard. And at the same time, if the lapel was like this, maybe he would get to go to the mount right here. So always be sure to get a good lapel right here. Look, not so deep and not so soft as well. And I'm gonna make the bridge, come up, and finish the sweep. So look guys, just got a deep halfway, right? And I'm gonna set up the Faria sweep. So I'm gonna get his lapel, and always remember, if he tries to go to the other side, I stop everything I'm doing and I block his leg. I don't want my opponent going to the reverse halfway. It can be really bad for me. Even like brown and black belts, reverse halfway means like foot lock, knee bars, so I'm always gonna try to avoid it, right? So every time I'm working right here to get a lapel, if I feel he's trying to go to the other side, just block him with this hand on his leg. Now, when I felt was the right time, I'm gonna get his lapel under his leg and I'm gonna start set up the sweep. Looks like the sweep is ready, but he's grabbing my leg right here and it's bothering me even to put my feet on the mat. He's bringing my leg to him. So look, this grip that he's making is bothering me to finish the Faria sweep. So what I'm gonna do, I have to figure out some way to break this grip. If I come with my foot doesn't reach there, look, so it's hard to break this grip only with my foot. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open everything here and I'm gonna hold his arm and his leg together, just like that. So when I do that, I'm gonna make some pressure on his arm, and when I straighten my leg down, he's gonna miss his grip, right? Guys, normally what happens here, my opponent likes this other hook here. He's gonna think it's good for him. So what I'm gonna do, I let him stay with the other hook, and I just grab his lapel again under his leg. And now I'm ready to make the Faria sweep. So I just put my buff feet on the mat, make a bridge, and come up. So look guys, now let's imagine I got him in the deep half, right? But he really knows my game, he really knows I want to do the Faria sweep. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna grab my lapel under my leg. So look guys, I want to sweep him grabbing his lapel under his leg. So what he did, he's grabbing my lapel under my leg. So he's kind of doing like the opposite of my sweep on me. And it really bothers who is trying to sweep. Because look, I'm going to set up the position and I cannot come up, I cannot put this leg on the mat, right? So how am I going to make the bridge from here if my foot doesn't come to the mat? So what I'm going to do, once again, I'm just going to open everything and I'm going to control the same lapel he's controlling, just like that, right? Guys, the grip he has, if I just control his lapel after his hand, and straighten my leg, he's going to lose the grip. So look, I'm going to control the lapel and I'm going to straighten my leg here. He misses grip. Now what I'm going to do, I just keep the control of my lapel and at the same time that I'm going to use his lapel to take under his leg, I'm going to hold this one. So look, I'm going to hide this one. So I'm going to hide this one and he's going to try to take that again and he's not going to find it. So I just grab his lapel, control his hip, put the buff feet on the mat, and work the Faria sweep again. Bridge and come up. So look guys, I'm gonna fight against my opponent here, and I got him in the deep half, right? So look guys, right now he's gonna do the opposite about what I was trying. So I was trying to get his lapel under his leg to work the Faria sweep, right? So what he's gonna do, he's gonna control my lapel under my leg. And look guys, when my opponent make this control, it's really gonna bother me because I'm gonna set up my position, get the lapel under his leg, I'm ready to sweep him, but as he has this grip, I can't even put my foot on the mat. So how am I gonna make the bridge if my foot doesn't come to the mat? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open everything I have and I'm gonna control the lapel he has. Once I make this control, I'm gonna straighten my leg down and he's gonna miss his grip, look. Now I'm gonna hide this lapel from him. So I'm gonna put this lapel in the same place of his lapel, like this. And he cannot get this lapel anymore. I'm gonna control his lapel, I'm gonna control around his hip, and I'm gonna work the Faria sweep again. So I have everything set up, just put both feet on the mat, make the bridge, and come up. Finish the sweep.